Hi, I'm Kelly Metaxas.
And I'm Livona Monday, and we are here at a home inspection today. And we just wanted to kind of talk to you about the different inspections that you have once you go under contract. And one of those is a termite inspection. So you have a termite inspector come out. He searches, not search, but inspects the inside and outside of the home, looking for any activity, whether old or new. And if he does find any activity, then the seller would have their termite company, if they have one, or they'd have to have somebody come out and treat the home. So it's very important, Kelly, to have a termite contract on your home.
Very much so. And a lot of people, don't realize the importance of that, but it is very important to have that done. As the seller, if you don't have a contract, then it can save you a lot of money in the long run. So you definitely need to have that.
Yes, termites are bad in the south, and they, in the north, they kind of die off in the wintertime, but down here they don't, and they can destroy a home pretty quick. So it's really important to keep that contract, but we will do an inspection with any new contract on a home. Just, it's only like $95. It's
Yes,
money well spent to make
definitely.
sure your home is termite free.
Right. Another inspection, in this case, this house has a swimming pool. And if you have a swimming pool, it's also very important to have that inspection done, because the inspector will come in, he'll check for cracks in the wall of the pool. If it's got a liner, it'll check to make sure that the liner is good, that all the systems and equipment is working well, and it's another good inspection to have if there's a pool.
Right.
Because if you have problems with the pool, it can be very expensive.
It can. And the inspector we had out here today, the buyer chose to do a leak test as well, just to make sure
Yes.
there's no leaking. So he'll come back tomorrow and test the level, just to, I guess it's part of it. I've never owned a pool, so I'm not
Neither.
overly familiar with it all.
But I
But
have had a buyer that the inspector did not do a leak test, and now she's having to put a lot of money into the pool because
oh,
there's a
goodness.
small leak down near the drain. So,
Yeah.
again, pool inspections are very, very
They are.
important.
Pools are great, but they are expensive. So we want to make sure that it's in the best possible shape for you as a buyer coming in, and then invite us over, for a pool
There
party
you
in the
go.
summer. We'll bring the hot dogs.
There you go.
So thanks for joining us on this Moving Monday. We will see you next week. I'm Livona Monday,
And I'm Kelly Metaxas.
and
Thanks. See
we're
you
with Grooming
later.
Company. Bye.
Bye. Hi, I'm Kelly Metaxas with Grooming Company.
And I'm Livona Monday, and it is Moving Monday. And we are part two, discussing inspections that happen once you go under contract on your home.
Today we have a home inspector, Russell Hill, with First Look Inspections, and we're going to ask him a couple of homes about what he looks for during a home inspection, and things that, as a buyer, that you want to make sure that is checked on when you're buying a new house. So here we go. Going to turn the camera around, and we will talk to Russell.
Hello, I'm Russell Hill with First Look Inspections here in Memphis.
We are so glad
Yeah.
to be able to ask you a few questions. So, the first one I think of is, how important is it, Russell, to have a home inspection?
It can be critically important. In the average inspection, we're going to find a handful of relatively ordinary maintenance kind of items. But what we're here for really is to check the big systems, everything from the roof down to the foundation. And while it's not a usual occurrence to find a very large or significant item, it does happen with some regularity in our business. And of course, that's the reason why we're there. Saving you a few $100s or a few $1,000s is great. Saving you from a multiple $1,000 repair is what we're really here for. And so consequently, we don't see them, like I say, that often, but when we do, we always feel like we've earned our money on those. So
Right. Because I have had a couple buyers over the years that have walked away because there was just so much
Yeah.
that needed to be done. So, what kind of things do you look for?
well, as I say, we are looking at all the major systems from the roof down to the foundation, which includes plumbing, electrical, HVAC. We're going to be looking at doors, windows, floors, ceilings, walls inside. And we're essentially going to be looking for everything that is a reportable condition, with the exception of cosmetic items. And our process tends to be rather thorough, and consequently, we're generally going to wind up being at an inspection on the short end, maybe an hour and a half, but more likely 2 to 2.5 hours. And of course, that depends on the size of the property and whether or not it has a crawl space or a conventional foundation where you go underneath the house. And of course, ease of access with other things related to the home. Our viewpoint of this is that we're really here to inspect the house, and we have to give the house whatever time it needs to have us do a thorough job inspecting it. So
Okay.
sometimes it goes quickly and easily, and sometimes not so much.
Okay. Well, what is the price range that you have on inspections? What does it
Good.
typically cost?
Yeah, good question. We tend to think of ourselves as being kind of in the middle on prices. Our if you will, base price is $275. That's for any house that has a slab foundation that's under 2,000 square feet, built anytime after 1980.
Okay.
There are additional charges for doing a crawl space, which in our case is $100 additional. We add on an extra amount of money depending on the age of the structure. So if it's built before 1980, but after 1950, we add on about normally around $30 for that. And then if it's built before 1950, we add on an extra $50 for that.
Okay.
So what
Sounds
we're
like you're
trying
pretty
to-
thorough.
Yeah, what we're trying to do is we're trying to, if you will, be reasonably well compensated for the time that we know we're going to spend in a property.
Right.
Okay.
Well, Russell, thank you so much. Give your information for us.
Well, Russell Hill First Look Inspections. We are licensed in Tennessee and Mississippi. Our general trade area here in Tennessee is Shelby County, Tipton County, and Fayette County. And then, of course, Mississippi, it's DeSoto, Tunica, and Marshall mostly.
Okay.
If there are ever any questions that we could answer for you regarding a home inspection, you're welcome to give us a call. Our office number is 901-755-6426.
Great.
Okay,
Thank
well,
you,
great.
Russell.
It's nice to have you come out and talk with us today.
Thanks for the chance. We appreciate it.
Sure.
Well, that was some great information from Russell, and that's why it's so important to have a realtor, because when it comes to the repairs, there's a lot of negotiating that can go on between the selling agent and the buyer's agent. So you want that support. We want everybody happy through the process, but you know, it can go back and forth for a little bit with getting repairs done, and that's what we're here for.
It's true. I'm Kelly Metaxas.
And I'm Livona Monday. See you next week.
Bye-bye.